This mini game looks like this mini game looks like
genius will be understood eventually.
I'm going to remember this.
We're up. So we are welcome to Cougars Esports. Today we are going to be fighting against the Riverhawks. So we see here that you viewers it looks like the enemy team at this moment has banned Jin and Camille.
Yeah, in the pre-lobby, everybody was looking at who plays what, and I noticed that everyone was the diamond player.
Ignorant thrall.
Main Camille in the top lane, but when it comes to playing in tournaments and the arena matches, they play Camille mid.
That's scary. And it looks like our team has also, the enemy team has banned Mordekaiser, Akshan, and Ari. Ari was that was coming. Our mid laner is, what is it, over 1 million masteries, Diamond Ari, so...
It's something like that, it's up there, it's really high, but at the same time, with
really
the bans that they did, that's the really, so I was talking about before the beginning, he hasn't had a technical just yet, so...
No, not any nerf. So they're letting Aurelion Sol come in, and well, honestly, you don't have to be known to play Aurelion Sol good. So we're seeing who's coming in. So we got the Cougars. They have a Mumu locked in, and then Swain.
Yeah, the hovering Swain, so we'll have to see how this goes.
Yeah. Swain has been locked in on the Cougar side. Now it looks like Riverhawks is having 2 selections at this moment, with Aurelion Sol already selected. Let's see what they're gonna go with now.
I'm honestly not sure. They didn't have enough time to look much ahead of their team. Sona just decided to pick.
Sona and Tristana, instant lock Tristana. So, now that the support and ADC is picked on the enemy team, it's only makes sense. And if our team would pick an ADC at this point, so Ashe.
Yeah,
Okay.
they could also be Ashe support. Ashe is being played support right now.
She
Thanks to
has.
T1. Still solid taking.
Alright, so now we're back in the ban. Again, the Cougars have banned Jin, Camille, and Diana.
It's okay.
Nunu has been locked in. Riverhawks has banned Mordekaiser, Akshan, and Ari.
I'm just excited to see who they ban. I'm surprised they haven't banned Fresh yet.
Fresh has been a
If I'm
good
not
support.
correct, that's Julie's main.
No, Jordan.
Come on, I won't hurt you.
Oh, and they
I
just
promise.
banned Olaf. Now it's our time, the Cougars' time to ban?
You're one of the Philip players. Who are the mains for the Cougars? We know Ari's one of them and Ari's banned.
Yes. Actually, they have been practicing a lot recently, so their pool of mains have switched up drastically.
Interesting to see what goes with this
Yeah.
next ban.
Okay.
It's a good tanky support right now.
Well, on the enemy team, or in the Riverhawk, it looks like they still have a top laner and a jungler to pick from.
I don't know. They seem to be taking time. They're not even hovering anybody.
Life is too short for fear.
Let's see. Alright, so now it's time for the Cougar Esports team to do picks. Let's see what we get right now.
They still have, I think, a top and a jungler. No? Oh, it's Lux. So is that the mid?
I would bet Lux. Lux
Yeah.
is being played for mid again, as opposed to supporting this one I play. I prefer as a supporter. That's just me.
So again, we have Aurelion Sol, Sona, and Triss on the riverside. So they have Jarvan hovering right now. That's a jungle.
Yeah. Jarvan before the jungle. That's a good pick.
Oh, they switched up Sejuani in the
I
last
know you
second.
said Ronnie's a better pick. She is tanky. She's locked down.
Against a Mumu, very easily, I feel. and then Ornn's being picked, or at least being hovered right now. Ornn was locked in for top. So we have Aurelion Sol mid, Sona support, Tristana ADC, Sejuani jungle, and Ornn top for the Riverhawks. And on that end, it looks like Aurelia top, Lux mid, Ashe ADC, Swain support, and Amumu.
So yes, it looks like it is the Lux mid. And yeah, it'll be Swain supporting Ashe, so.
Yeah, can't wait to
And-
see this.
Yeah, it looks like the other team doesn't really care where their players are placed because Tristan's the midsection, but now Aurelion Sol should be their mid laner. It would make no sense. Don't even make that argument. There is no way it is a Sona and Aurelion Sol bot. No way.
It looks like it might be an Aurelion Sol and Sona bot. The way they have their position right now is Ornn, Sejuani, Tristana, Aurelion Sol, and then Sona.
It could be, but I'm still gonna bet against it.
We'll find out when the lane happens. And in about 5 seconds, we'll be switching over into.
We'll be switching
The
over
map.
to our hold screen due to limitations. We're gonna have to wait about a 3-minute wait before the spectator mode kicks in. So we'll be right back with you.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
Alright, we're glad you could finally join us. We had a couple
Minions have
technical
spawned.
difficulties and the game had to be paused for a little bit due to additional issues, but here we are in the game. It's only about a minute 15 in, nothing to have been missed just yet. Alright, so it looks like currently we have Cougar Esports gathering around the blue buff. They're trying to prep that there for a Mumu while the Riverhawks are prepping and
And it does look like it is a William Soul as an ADC bot. And we have Tristana mid against Cougar's Lux. I wonder how that's going to work out for Riverhawks having an Aurelian Soul bot.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, but it looks like you were correct. It was the double AP carry in the bottom, the Sona and the Soul. I want to go in favor of the Cougar Esports. Better matchup should go to the champions designed for that.
And it looks like Aurelia was just winning top lane against the Wolf. And it looks like Offense is going in aggressively already from the start. Was that a heal that was just used to get Aurelia Soul?
Brought back to the mid lane where Tristana is jumping in. She's going really hard on the Lux. Panning now to the top lane. Vulcan being forced back under his turret. Farm seems to be in favor of Esports currently, but
Flash was used, Lux tried saving, and was not enough. Tristana was able to get her W off again. It was nope, the bomb is on Lux. She was able to get a double kill. So we have Tristana on a double, and a TP from Lux is being used to catch back into lane.
Looks like a little bit of trading into damage in the top lane there between the Riverhawks and the Cougar Esports team. Warren's a very difficult chance to go, but leave lane, build his items.
That is very true. It looks like William Soul is trying to get his stack up with his Q ability or something.
Going for the free focus against the turret, panning back to top lane, mid lane, Tristana going top, she jumps in, lands the bomb, there is some damage down, that's another kill for her, but she jumps under tower, she's gonna die for that, maybe?
Shut down.
Yes?
Yes.
Alright, that's a kill for Cougar Esports in the top lane. I probably would have jumped in too, it's a little funny.
Yes, no, it is definitely funny. Tristana was able to secure the kill though, so that was...
We're back to the top lane, John Palm Tree coming up for the gank, lands the stun with the Aurelia, and that's a pretty easy kill to the giving your top lane.
Yeah, with Tristana sacrificing herself to get Aurelia and dying from a tower shot, and then minions finishing her off, John Palmtree was able to give them another kill. So we see Ash trying to intimidate, but it looks like a Lux and John Palmtree. The Mumu rotating bot, possibly. No, it looks like some rewarding. Oh, and Tristana is relentless right now.
Riverhawk seems to be a very aggressive team. We're back in the bot lane. Same can be said about the Cougar Esports bot lane, going in very hard with Zyken and Check Yes Julie, going in for as much poke damage as they can, which I would too. It's an early one, so you don't want to give him too much of a gold advantage. You don't want him to free farm. But it's going to be hard to kill him with so much that heal and then shield.
Exactly. And pushing too much on Aurelian Soul and letting him be able to freeze the lane under his tower does increase his advantage. So I wonder how that's going to keep playing out if they keep aggressively pushing, almost giving the farm to Aurelian Soul, letting him farm safely.
Keep your heads down.
Not sure how many things we used there. It happened a bit quick when our camera panned off a little bit there, but that looked like a very easily secured kill with this
Tristana roaming non-stop.
Riverhawk's mid laner seems to love to roam.
So Tristana is still staying in lane. We see that she has already bought a lot of her items already, building into. What do you think Tristana might be going into lane with?
Well, considering she's still just an ADC carry champion and she's just in a different lane, she's building like any typical one. I'd wager she's probably going for the Kraken Slayer just because it'll kill a bit quicker. But depending on how late the game might go, she might mid-switch to shield survivability. It's gank top. In the middle of that, it doesn't look like anything was able to be landed, but it does show pressure, forcing Ornn to back off just a bit. And you can see that the farm difference between the two top lanes is double. So still trying to farm, but there's that heal and shield, as I mentioned before, from the Sona, keeping him
But it looks like, at least with Tristana still roaming, both bot and top are able to apply the pressure and keep forth in their lane. So hopefully that's enough to make the lane.
Yes, I agree. Hopefully. We'll just have to see how it plays. Still only 7.5, not even 10 minutes into the game. 4-2 in favor of the Riverhawks. Gold advantage also in favor, but only by about 200 to 300 gold. No objectives taken just yet. Fight over the scuttle. Looks like the Riverhawks secure that in front of him. Headed down towards the bot lane.
But little does he know, Tristana is right behind him on his tail.
There she is roaming as John Palmtree tries to clear out those wards. Doing a good job, vision on both sides of the.
We have Tristana waiting in that tri-bush above. She is looking to go in on bot. She is relentless, but they see, Swain knows they are very suspicious with mid laner Gorn this entire time. They know she has to be somewhere. Without any vision, they're suspicious.
Yes, and then before she left the bottom lane, there was another face down and do not. Rightfully so, he's going to John Palmtree counter gank in response to every gank that Sejuani answers with.
As I said, Sejuani might be heading mid to count on this Lux.
Prepping up the mid, you're correct. Looks like she's there trying to de-ward. Best to try and farm with his E to get those stacks.
Looks like Riverhawk is trying to apply pressure bot and mid to secure this dragon. And Aurelia is going in or at the same time objective is being taken at Dragon. Is this going to work?
I don't know. We'll have to see if she can land one more of those.
We got 2 flash.
Driving the tower, she gets the secured kill. Bot lane doing their best to survive, farm, sacrificing the dragon. They get the top kill. They get a bit more farm. Gold advantage now in favor of Cougar Esports. It's almost tied up kills wise. One objective down to the Riverhawks.
So it looks like Riverhawks were able to secure that dragon with not much objection from. Oh, and looks like we're going in for the.
Trying to answer that dragon. Rip Herald doesn't look like Riverhawks don't seem to know that they're currently doing it. It should be secured. Yep, no issues.
It's a smite.
John Palmtree giving it to Cougar Esports top laner. And back to the bottom.
So despite Cougars losing Dragon, the first one, they were able to secure a kill with Aurelia top against an Ornn, and both Aurelia and Amumu were able to secure the Rift with no challenge from the enemy. So, let's see how that looks out. Aurelia right now has the Rift. Amumu is showing red side on their side. So, if anything, this would be perfect to push that Amumu out of his lane and completely flash on top.
We'll have to see how this goes. Currently, there is death for just about everybody except for and there's only one death.
We see Tristana is now roaming. Moon locked down, Lux flash, and ult.
Got that roamer. Top lane, fighting for his life, doing everything she can to escape the dodge very easily, trying to answer his time.
Sejuani did good flash.
Here comes the rest of the Cougar Esports team with Ivo securing the kill.
And we got a Aurelian Soul TP right towards the stop.
Riverhawks saved the turret, but Cougar Esports still have the Rift Herald, but it looks like they're still going to save it. Not ready to use it just yet. We'll have to see how the rest of this goes.
But that was a great counter pressure against with the Cougar. Both teams applying that pressure to force the lane. TP was used, so that might give bot an advantage to go in with Aurelian Soul TP out.
That's right. Top lane, Cougar Esports finally the extra shields go away in roughly 2 minutes.
Tristana having that kill advantage of just the one on Lux. It looks like Lux is now able to farm above Tristana and apply even more pressure. So with Tristana roaming early, it looks like it gave Lux that extra oomph to farm. And here's Aurelia again, just eating rampage.
That's her advantage. She has all the dashes, the stuns, and the gap closing necessary to capture Ornn. His unstoppable will not be able to save him. John Palmtree learning that right toward every single push.
Yes.
Taking out, getting that free gold, then showing up on the board.
Is this going to be first tower on the Cougar side team from top lane? Yes, it is.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Again, but taking all that free damage, love to see it. There's going to be a little bit of a skirmish in the bottom. We're going to have to see how this goes. The binding lands on the way. Not quite there yet. Really Soul doing his best, but he's traveling.
Tristana just keeps coming in and securing all 3 kills.
Yes, knocking Hydra out of that fight. Bit of an addition.
And this gives them a complete free dragon with no challenge from the Cougar team.
Backing back off, headed back to the bot lane to farm, with Ornn getting a bit of free damage on the top lane. Ooh, and it looks like Hydra was easily able to take her out. She stayed with just quite too little health and not enough mana to use any of her escapes.
Yes, and giving Lutz a shutdown goal of 150 from the Tristana after getting that triple in bot lane. So, that could put Lux at a great advantage. Having Lux very strong late game can put a big pressure on Riverhawks.
Speaking of shutdowns, on the side of Cougar Esports, their top player is still currently worth 600 gold. They are 4-1 with 1 assist to the Ornn, who is 0-3 with 0 assists. Here in the mid lane, looks like bot lane is moved mid. They're getting in some of that good free damage, dropping the mid guard below just about half health. And the rest of the team still seem to be rotating.
It looks like they're trying to get as much vision over the jungle as possible and keep that vision up. It's very crucial to know where the enemy team is. Both sides, they are not stopping with constantly putting these wards down. Lux getting that stun and ulting.
Very great drawing. Zykin shooting the shot, missing, but still, I can't even try.
Pin them down.
Riverhawks rotating mid to try and save what's left of that turret. Not much there to keep it up, but they're still there to try. Top lane, Ornn still trying his best. Vulcan versus Hydra. I'd argue the fight would be in favor of Hydra. Hydra has the kills.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Another turret down in favor of Camden Cougars, bringing the game to just about the 17-minute mark, 9-8 favor, along with a gold advantage of about 4 kills.
Looks like Sejuani is not going to. We got a repeat from Aurelia. So it looks like that Sejuani is just going to let them have this rift again. There's not much fight there. We have Aurelian Soul and Sona bot, Tristana mid. Sejuani was not going to fight 1v5.
Pushing for that free tower, giving up that good pressure to mid as they drop the Rip Arrow mid. Full 5 man in favor of Cougar Esports, pushing down the second good tower mid. Easily takes it. Pushing a little bit more to clear that mid. They still have the Rip Arrow on their side.
Could they get a third tower with the Rift Arrow charging?
Finally, they're just going in for the kill, but big immediate. So Tristana putting in that work that she would.
We have both flash from Lutz and Aurelian Soul. He's trying to catch up to her.
Ash and Lux doing their best to survive. They can't. There's the exit. From Soul.
Sejuani
They
didn't.
don't just yet. They're going to go for Zykin. Zykin getting away just barely.
It looks like the team of Panther has a lot of pressure when they're together fighting maybe half of the Riverhawks team. But it looks like when the Riverhawks team groups up, there's not much chance for Panther.
And if that team plays well, the candidates for Cougars can be defenders. Also fall, bringing turrets on both teams, mostly, but still in favor of Cougar Esports. Kills killing over to the Riverhawks 12-1. Gold advantage still in favor of the Cougar Esports.
At this point, it could go either way. Their main threat on the Riverhawks is Tristana and Aurelian Soul. If they keep Aurelian Soul in his own lane by himself, farming for free, late game might be in favor for Riverhawks.
Those wards, it looks like they're getting ready to prep for the dragon. Dragon not quite up just yet. Riverhawks also coming to board and prep for the Dragon. We might just see another team fight quick. Open getting caught up again. Confident not doing too hot this game. And there's the security leaving him 0-4 with 4 assists. And that's another kill to Aurelia, who is now 5-2.
So now this dragon becomes a 5v4. Cougar's favor. But, all honesty, anything can change. That Tristana is very strong. And Aurelian Soul, he has not died yet.
He's also 3-0-4 with a value of 200. Smite secured.
And that is Cougar's first dragon.
This is his first dragon, but it's the Earth Dragon, which should give him some bonus health and shield going forward. We'll have to see how this works. Still, gold advantage still in favor of Cougar Esports. As they rotate around the top of the map, Aurelia is still free farming.
Looks like they might be prepping for this Baron. Or at least warding and rewarding from the Riverhawk side.
I agree. It looks like the Riverhawks maybe not prepping for themselves, but we're not trying to give it up for free. 20 minutes now, we have players on both sides of the field, mostly finishing their mythics. 2 on the side of Cougar Esports and 3 on the side of the Riverhawks.
Tristana and Sejuani collapsing on that.
As hard as they can, catching a Hydra, nothing but escape.
Don't we all?
Now with Hydra down, it looks like they might actually attempt to force a Baron play, force the team fight. Vision all over the Baron pit from both teams.
So it looks like Sona is clearing any sort of vision inside the pit, giving Cougar. Well, it looks like they're going in. So we have TP from Orange.
Throwing damage, not going out.
TP left.
Lutzel, as Hydra is now back to fight, goes to stun. This is the kill. Double kill for the Glimmer Silver. Still coming back in on Hydra. Warren finally showing up. Fight helps finish him off, and Zykin can't quite get away.
Game.
Up just yet. John Paul's just now coming back up.
And like we said earlier, Bravo, Aurelian Soul ADC can be a win or loss, but if you let him just farm for free, late game, anybody can play him.
Aurelian Soul now at a 700 gold bounty. 7-0-5. They've let him cook.
It looks like what Cougars are trying to do is regain vision, step back up. I think what they need to do is start farming, start getting their items that they need, get ready to prep the next dragon that's going to come up shortly. It's going to be their priority at this point. If they have any chance of catching up, it's apply pressure, separate lanes. Because it looks like when they fight together, they might not win.
I agree. As the team fights up now, they have to do the same thing. Have to look for picks. Exactly what picks at least 3
Aurelia.
Trying to save everybody else in the team. Aurelia just barely making out a line, but there's their spot tower finally falling.
Lux trying to see if she can get any pick off at this point.
Still farming. He has his maximum ready, so the next time he drops, he's going to be a bit. And tier 2 bottom turret also falling. Tristana putting in all the work and all the damage.
And they are not stopping. Looks like they might continue pushing.
Also, if you notice the items, it does look like the Tristana did build the Kraken Slam.
Yes.
Every third attack, bursting her opponents for more damage.
Exactly.
Dragon not quite up to not much. This sports team can do currently, other than trying to play safe and turtle in base. Those Baron buff minions really putting in a lot of work.
We got a stun from Lux. Could be a chance to go in, but looks like Sejuani and Aurelion Sol and Tristana are ready for any advancement from the Cougars. Completely annoying.
Here's some Aurelion move on. And I believe they might be getting ready to cover that dragon as well.
Are they just, it looks like that the Riverhawks are just going to sit in the bush for a little bit trying to bait the Cougar team. Are they going to fall for it? They know Dragon's up. They know Cougars wants this dragon.
Fishing as the team retreats towards mid where they noticed Aurelia pushing it back.
Now, I do see that we have Jogshow on Ornn and Sejuani building some tanky items. It looks like Cougar team does not have much of that tank support to go full force in. We have the Amumu, but he has not even finished his mythic item, building Demonic first.
It's a very difficult situation. We'll have to see what he builds into. On the opposing team, the Sejuani also has not having finished just two legendaries. They've been pushing back as best they can. Hydra's still trying to collect more farms, still trying to build more damage. And looks like just about the whole entire team of Riverhawks top lane pushing Aurelia back.
Aurelia hiding that bush with that TP from Lux.
TP from Lux at the top. Looks like they're getting ready to engage on Aurelia, putting in a little bit of damage. Moon taking the brunt of that dragon's breath.
Again, Aurelion Sol is it's still up, and if you've played League recently with the new rework, that ult can do some damage.
Looking for the pick. Riverhawks not quite ready to engage. Cougars also not quite ready to engage. It's all going to come down to one ability.
It looks like they're waiting for either a Mumu stun and all or a Lux stun to try and call somebody out.
Lands, doesn't quite stop anybody. There's the ultimate, very big meteor, going in. There's the Dragon Breath, poking, damaging down. Sejuani tanking the turret, she doesn't care. Sona, she'll be fine. Yep, there's the heal and the shield from it. She's caught, that's a free kill, she's dead. Hydra picking up another one. Do that on their own, solid good land, but the damage is huge.
Lux is landing these stuns, but they can't do much with going in and actually executing and dealing damage to annihilate the Riverhawks.
So here we can see Riverhawks rotating back to Baron as it's getting ready to respond to prepping. Waiting for the rest of the team to make their way there. Sona coming back to the lane. Top lane is Camden's going to have to go over to that bot lane as we see Aurelia on her way over there to clear it now. As the prep for the Baron fight is just about to get Riverhawks will start that Baron, there's rewards they can see if they know that there's a fight down. Don Pompey looking to try and steal and see if he can do it.
They
still putting in all the work.
They're waiting for him to move in, going in, and he steals it.
Portal's on the way. He's hit, but enough to tape out Chibi. Aurelion Sol looking to pick up anybody. Still running away. Can't find anyone.
That was a great fight. They knew that they would not be able to eliminate Riverhawks, so Amumu sacrifices himself, hoping to steal, and he did successfully. We love it. They only lost the 2 out of the 5. They lost Aurelia and Amumu within that fight. But they were able to...
They're still in 3 players. Hydra, Zyken, and Check Jewel. Pushing their base back out. Keeping the minions from pushing back in. And it looks like Amumu did choose to build a jockey as well, with Sejuani still having not finished any mythic item.
Identify targets.
Their attention is moving to secure the blue buff and get ready to prep for the dragon. It's coming up again. 3 dragons in favor of the Riverhawks, 1 in favor.
They're trying to get anything, but it looks like Riverhawks is not trying to start the dragon. Looks like they want to fight first.
I'm trying to be worried about having the dragons going as well. If they can secure this piece. Skull secured by the Riverhawks. Pushing Hulu's back. No vision. Almost a snare there for the Lux on the side of Hulu. Shut down Hulu rally, comes out of the fight. There's the swing, there's the ignite. Heals from the Summoner. Lux still putting both Lily following up the double kill. Lulu still in the fight. Lulu finally dropping. One just barely trying to get away. He's going to fall. The Lux is still continuing to fight Swing. Swing ult still continuing to go on as they fight back. Lily following with the threat down. Barely splashing. Swain still at one side. Looks like they're going to move in to secure the dragon. Denying Dragon Soul inside of River. Teleport from Lux to the mid lane, trying to push that out, knowing that's going to teach him situation the entire still.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Big tower finally going to be taking some damage as Hydra pokes it once, backs off, realizes it's finally coming back, and settle on the bot lane. Aurelia pushing out for free again. She's going to recall. We're going to have to see what items they get. We're at the 32-minute mark, 25-17 in favor of Riverhawks. Gold advantage, only 1.1k, also in favor of Riverhawks. Riverhawks trying to get themselves back together after that very difficult, very close team fight.
So it looks like Cougar is trying to get some vision back into their jungle as they were able to successfully secure that dragon, just to make sure that... Oh, and it looks like we had a technical difficulty.
Looks like, that's right, it looks like Horn, the top laner.
It looks like Tristana is having some camera issues at this time.
We'll be right back with you as soon as we get this issue resolved.
And it looks like we are back. Thankfully, it looks like we were able to finish the camera issues and Orn was able to connect back in.
Watching as the fight continues, looks like we're getting a little bit of lag on our side. A little bit of a pause now on the stream. Bear with us for one more moment.
And we are back. Looks like we're having some little bit technical difficulty. The Riverhawks was experiencing that very strong with the Tristana having a camera issue with the camera not being blocked and just moving on its own, and Ornn being kicked out of the lobby and having to join back in.
Matter of fact, nothing missed, nothing changed. Only about 34 minutes in. Still the same kills, still the same objective count, with minor gold advantage still in favor of the Republicans. Right, securing the red buff, that'll help them in the team fight later so long as they have it. Items finally coming to fruition for both sides of the rift. Aurelian Stole still worth another 350 gold on the next death. Aurelia back to a 150 bounty, Lux at a 150 bounty, and Sween at a 150. Absolutely. What a monster.
At this point, that's much that they can do. They just need to farm, try not to fight, even though Baron is coming up shortly. So they're trying to farm as much as they can, finish any items that are crucial for this next fight. This Baron could win this game.
That's correct. The team's trying not to engage too hard, but also engaging for pick Aurelia, going in on the Aurelian Soul. Afraid to fight, flies away. But it looks like Riverhawk's camping on the top side of the jungle around red, looking for a pick. Ash don't know what she lands it. Ornn's missing his dash. Ult spot the ult. There's the land. Ram on the two of them. Lux doing what she can. Absolutely can't with so early. They can ult Swain on it. There's the hourglass. There goes Sandra.
You got two flashes from Lux and Aurelia.
Riverhawk's doing the best to run away. Sejuani can't make it. We pan back to the backside of the fight. Lord finally dying. No deaths other than the on the side of Cougar Esports, with Aurelian Soul flying away. All he can do is go. Trying to secure the Baron now. This could be the game changer you were talking about. Aurelian Soul recall. He realizes he can't contest it. They will die themselves. And yes, it looks like they will secure the Baron without anything. Now going to the side of the Cougar Esports team. Let's see how they use this buff advantage. Dragon also preparing to. It is still a regular dragon for the red.
So we have Aurelian Soul going in for the Dykeman, and it looks like he used his ult just to secure the one kill. Him using his ult on the Ashe might be an advantage on the Cougars late game. Looks like they're going with the Dragon with no challenge at all. Lux did use her ult to try and steal it, but it wasn't enough. But we have Aurelia pushing mid for free. We have the entire team recalling to try and stop Aurelia, but it looks like they're not going to make it in time to force any kill on top of her. This gives the enemy team 4 dragons to their 2. This could be a tough fight. They're trying to push back any and all lanes that the Cougars pushed in on. Looks like Aurelia is sitting top trying to bait out Ornn, and it looks like she may have, but we see all the people in mid, and we got an Ornn flash out. Looks like that's all Aurelia wanted. If she can see that all of mid is rotating to defend this Ornn, and she backs out, that's a smart move. Now looks like Sejuani and Tristan are rotating mid to catch up to the Amumu, Ash, and Swain. But they see they have a great advantage on a lot of the wards throughout the river, mid, and some of the jungles. Both equally, but it looks like that Cougars has a more vision than Riverhawks. And it looks like we have another difficulty. Please bear with us for one moment. Looks like we are back on having some technical difficulties, but it looks like we were able to get a lot of the situation resolved and proceed forward. So at this moment we have 27 on Riverhawk, 21 on Cougars, goal advantage on the Cougars, 5-5 on the towers. It can be a close call. Neither team are trying to bait out anything. This Aurelia, she is just sitting here for free. She wants somebody to try to come into her lane. We have a Mumu Lux, possibly collecting on this Ornn for free. We have them going in. Ornn was able to dash out. Ash ult coming down to secure him, stop him. We got Lux ult going in and beating him. Ornn was not able to get his ult off in time to stop it. They were able to rotate down to try and stop the pressure in Ba, giving Aurelia free push top. They're going all in. Brilliant Soul ult is down. We got TP from Aurelia trying to stop the pressure, then pushing. Hourglass being used. Is it enough? He's 1v4ing right now, and it's not. Giving Aurelia Soul another quadra. He has gotten 2 quadras in one game. Sejuani and Tristana are going to be pushing bot. Aurelian Soul and Sona are going to catch the mid wave and push through. Could this be a game where they're going to spawn back in time? We have a TP from Aurelian Soul to keep pushing in. We have Swain and Ash and Amumu coming up in just a few seconds. But is it going to be enough? This might be game. We have another TP coming in from Ornn. They're doing everything they can to stop, and it just was not enough. Giving Riverhawks the win and victory for this game. And we will be right back to join in onto the second match against Cougars and Riverhawks to see if Cougars can redeem themselves on the second game.
And we're back. Looks like we're getting ready for the second set of draft picks and bans. Mordecai's ban again on the side of the Riverhawks.
I will wait for you to be better.
Again, following up with that Camille ban, they don't want the Diamond player to play Camille in the mid.
I'm going to remember this.
Akshan again, I believe that's a repeat ban on their side as well.
It looks like Ahri is still in the pot. They let Ahri in. They let the mid laner go forward and
Realizing their faults.
Tyrant.
Also realizing their faults.
And
banning
Ahri
Aurora.
is in. Is this going to be a bad mistake on the enemy side?
Not sure if you can hear them in the background.
My
Static
genius will
that
be
Ahri
understood
has made it through,
eventually.
but will they be able to pick it, or will Riverhawks take it from them?
If you can see the team now, they are ecstatic. Ahri is in. Ahri is available. If you don't know the mid laner, they are a diamond player,
They would
million
marry Ahri.
mastery. They would marry Ahri.
But there's the Tristana pick. Might possibly be taking that mid again. Ahri would be the arguably better pick against it over Lux, though, so let's see what they pick.
Yes, because Tristana going in, that's an easy charm on an Ahri. Ahri has escapes as dash. She would be a good counter against Tristana, and we called
There's the
it.
Ahri lock in.
Ahri locked in. So it looks like we are picking another person. The only thing that we know about the enemy is Tristana. It looks like the jungle locked in Vi. Now, John Palmtree is Vi is one of their main champions, and they're very comfortable with.
That's a good pick. She also has that lockdown from her ultimate. Followed up with Sejuani. Not something that she can fight in a 1v1 depending on builds. And the Sona again, trying to keep the team alive in team fights.
So it looks like that the enemy is keeping this team format consistent with Tristana, Sejuani, and Sona again. Tristana could be going bot this time, or she could be going mid.
There's the Olaf lock in. Olaf top. I don't believe I've ever seen them play Olaf top. You're going to have to tell me how that goes when we get to it.
Now we are waiting for another ban at this point of moment.
8 seconds. Led. Out of pocket. Let's see what the answers from the river. Ash is very much like the
eyes
ultimate
closed.
is my bet, let alone that power forming that Ash can do with that Q.
So Cougars now have Camille, Aurelian Soul, Jin, Kled, and now
I
Darius.
know a player that would hate that.
Shall I turn in my badge and rifle as
Riverhawks now banning Caitlyn, Ash, Aurelia, Akshan, and Mordekaiser.
Denying a lot of the range on that those last two picks there. That Ash and that Caitlyn at. Not really sure who Zyken's got left that they really want to try and play, especially considering that they have the Tristana. Tristana, not sure if she's mid or bot yet. 3 seconds. It looks like they're going to lock in the Swain support again. It did do wonders in the team fights. He was
Yes,
able
it
to
did.
last a very long time with that ultimate.
Yes,
But let's see how the Riverhawks respond.
Julie has been able to master what I feel Swain very well this season. She has become a good force with using Swain in a lot of the team fights now. And it looks like what's still left on Riverhawks is a top laner and Twitch.
Twitch, right? So it looks like we're going to have Twitch ADC.
Yes.
Tristana mid. We'll have to see what their next pick is. Their next pick up. There's the Ornn top again. Looks like Lord Vulcan running it back. And now the ADC pick Kaisa. Kaisa's a very good hyper carry, but if she gets caught out too much, it could spell disaster for them again.
It could. So it looks like what we have is very much the same last game for Riverhawks. We have Ornn top, Sejuani jungle, Tristana mid, Sona support, and the only thing difference in Aurelian Soul, because it was banned, is a Twitch ADC.
That's right. We'll have to see how this plays out. Still 2 ADCs on one team. Both are still squishy, and if you can catch out the Tristana, especially with Ahri's charm, that's an easy kill. It just depends on the team collapsing on it.
Yes, and the Cougars were able to mix it up a bit, getting that Ahri to come in. So we have Olaf top, Vi jungle, Ahri mid, Kaisa ADC and Swain supports. This is going to be a very interesting matchup.
We'll have to see how it goes. 8 seconds from now, we'll be swapping over to our Switch screen, and we'll be right back with you.
Alright, and we are back. Looks like we're having some difficulties. There we go. And now we are
I see
back.
all that you
so
desire.
it looks like that the jungler is going to start red side by getting her red buff with Olaf help, and it looks like Sejuani is
Welcome
going
to Summoner's Rift.
So far, this is definitely a game for the books. 30 seconds in, 0 across the board. Gold lead tied at 2.5k. Let's see how
30
this plays
seconds
out.
until minions spawn.
Looks like they have the entire lanes, each spot where the enemies, the Riverhawk or Cougars, can cross, have each one marked with vision. They are making sure there is no invade from
Minions have spawned.
anyone.
Swain checking that bush, feeling the grass, all on him. Character model, feeling refreshed, heading back towards bot lane finally. Ready to play. Sejuani doing the same across nothing but dirt. Dancing, really getting in there. Marking that territory. Red buff, not happy, emerges. They fight.
Mid lane already going in. Tristana poking the Ari, but what we know is Pedro mains Ari, so I have a lot of faith that he's able to shut down Triss anytime she tries to go in, especially with her W. Now we know Aurelia defeated Ornn. Amazing point.
Coming out from the Ornn to the top.
We got
Vulcan having to flash to save the whole Ornn.
2 minutes in, and we already got a first flash down from Ornn. Looks like we're going to heal a bit. Olaf ready to go in a second. Swing.
Sarah being forced to flash. Doesn't have all her abilities yet. You can't do anything but Sarah. Oh, he's still fighting. Not worth it.
Not even.
Ready to sacrifice.
Exactly. Not even 3 minutes in, and he's able to two flash.
Jumping in, lands the bomb, lands the fight. Extra damage on the Hydra. Already taking damage.
She got the charm, and she flashed just in time for Vi to miss her. 3 minute mark, we got the Ornn flash, the Tristana flash, and the Sona flash already.
Ornn taking more axe throw hits. Sejuani is gonna blow at the Gromp. Possibly getting ready to go back to
You see Vi rotating mid again, knowing Tristana's flash is out. Are they going to go in? And she was able to W.
Sejuani running into Vi in the jungle. Looks like they're going for a little bit of a skirmish here.
Tristana.
Sejuani, the flash out from Sejuani. Sejuani's living. Jump over the wall from Tristana. Her flash is still being down. Riverhawk's picking up a close first blood 4 minutes.
Ari did have to use Ignite and Flash, so that's getting that out on the mid laner.
You're gonna want that back. Swain trying to get it back.
We have Bob recalling, letting them, Kaisa and Swain, just a little bit, giving them a pressure to find.
I agree, Ornn. I agree. It didn't help him move any faster, but it's aggressive. We like that in our players. Dragon getting ready to come up, prepping that vision there.
They can run, but they can't hide.
Farming, trying to keep up. Leading by 3.
We have Sejuani dewarding top.
Dewarding top, but she's not going to find anything. Not back in lane yet, hasn't had a chance to. Okay, back towards mid, looking to steal some jungle camps for Raptor. There's nothing there. Dragon's still up. Sejuani looking to gank on Ari. Vi also looking to gank on Tristana. Mid lane having a skirmish. Both junglers collapsing from opposite sides. There's the engagement. Tristana knocked up from behind. Death from the abilities. Ari couldn't make it out. John Palmtree tanking some extra damage there. Sejuani secures the kill.
They both tried to come up with that jungle, but it was not enough to keep Ari alive. We We see Sony and Twitch trying to counter ward with everything that Swain's doing, and they are going for that dragon. No contest, it looks like it's going to be a free dragon for it. Oh, going in.
Vulcan taking more free damage. But still able to escape that dragon having been much from Cougar Esports. Swain trying for the pull, barely misses it. Back to top lane, roll off, push him.
And I do see Vi and Ari are coming up from behind the turret.
Tough case, it's very tempting. Let's see how this plays out. Go in, Arnie ignoring the roll. Constantly tanking the knockup. Third being tanked by Vi, they pick up the kill. Looks like they're going to push that and get 3 damage. Bot lane, Swain picking up the Sona along with Zion. 4-3. Twitch headed top lane, leaving their support to die. Twitch still headed top lane.
Possibly to get off this horn, but it looks like that he's going to recall before Twitch even gets up there. At least he gets the free farm. It looks like Ornn and Twitch and Sona are switching lanes.
Swapping lanes about 8 minutes in, 2-2, pretty even game, barely a gold advantage. 400 gold in favor of Cougar Esports, 1 dragon, Riverhawk. Ornn trying to pick up this good bit of farm. Riverhawks are very ready to start. They did that last game where they picked up the first one. Believes they're doing nothing. It's a free pickup with a rotation back towards top. They gave it to Twitch. He's going to be right under your nose. We'll have to see how it goes. Engages. Going in on pull off, they look for the stun, they can't hold the stun. Bot lane doing the exact same thing with Vulcan. Vulcan using the stun to dodge the ultimate from line. Just barely gets to go half health. This drop top, hot power, easy going to go again.
Nothing that they can do. At the same time, while they're top Cougar is bot trying to counter argument what the jungle is doing, but they won't be able to get the tower. They might be able to get the kill.
Best to take it down. Tanks the turret, followed by Swain swapping off for tank, followed by Zyken. Zyken taking the final hit, dying. It's a trade between Zyken and Ornn. Back to top lane, still just barely up, but Tristana the damage and the minions should go down. Now, and it looks like Olaf still just barely holding.
Olaf is doing everything that he can to hold that tower back. It looks like Ornn and Twitch and Sona are switching back to the lanes that they were supposed to be in.
Let's wait for recall and see what else he gets. After that'll give you some mana back upon leveling up going forward.
I'm not sure if them switching lanes was a smart decision on their end, as not only were they able to get a kill, Kaisa, but it was able to get some farm and tower shots easily. Yes, they were able to drop Rift and hope to get the top tower, but it looks like that they were unsuccessful.
Sure, no turrets fallen just yet on either side of the Rift. Objectives in favor of Riverhawk. Olaf waiting to engage. There it is. Let's Vulcan roam engaging. Hitting with everything half health. Back to the horn with the knockup. Pick up set line for the follow-up. Olaf using everything they've got. Tanks and pops the keep going. Can't quite pick up the 1v2. Followed by Tristana ready to clear just in case. Already bot lane. And with the bot lane AACC, here comes the gank from the 5. Eye going in. Azul uses ult, lands on the switch. Sona's defensive ult. Ari ults upward, misses the charm. They go forward, misses it. Ults out to save Swain, following. Vi doing their best to tank Twitch. Twitch following up with the kill to Ari, followed by the death to Ari as well.
And
Goes
looks
the
like
hits on the
there's a
Sun.
TP coming from
down
Ornn.
bot lane for the save. Jump on from tanking 2 hits from tower. Ornn arrives.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Ornn ult. There's Ram out. Ram hits Swain, misses Vi. Vi escapes.
Vi escapes by flashing out of that.
Ornn with 1 farm, 21 gold. 12 minutes in, 5-5. Dragons up to clear the roar across the rift. Currently 1 dragon in favor of Riverside, 0 for Cougar Esports. Gold differential 500 positive in favor of Riverhawk. Trying to catch back up. Gets their jungle clear. Recall. Pinging on Ornn. Ornn is by himself. Could be collapsed on. Let's see how this goes. The
But
rotate.
Sejuani
Sejuani
is-
on their way as well.
Looks like everybody but Olaf is rotating to this dragon.
Olaf not having time for that. Wants to get that turret even out the top lane, free themselves up for better roam.
4 feet 5. It looks like that they are just going to give dragon. Olaf is just going to try and push and get that tower.
Again, no contest from Cougar. Ornn making their way across the map on a tour of the rift. Olaf clearing the minions, doing their best to clear that tower. Will they tank it for the kill? No. Taking 2 turret shots on it. Ornn making it up there, looking to defend the turret and keep it from falling. Goes back and forth. Looks like they're going to get the kill. They secure the kill with Tristana, teaching her roaming's bad. Stop it. Sona and Twitch pushing up that free bot lane now, getting more of those plates on the turret for the bonus gold.
And it looks like Ari and Vi are rotating down, but noticing that both Twitch and Zona are backing, so there's no point. But we do.
Right in the mid continues. Swain letting Sejuani know they don't care. Being forced to back off, completes the support item. 13 minutes, 21 seconds.
Now we don't know if this is a 2 out of 3 game. If Cougars wins this match, they will have a tie and will have to play a 3rd game and hope that they can win that 3rd game for victory.
Coming up the mid lane, it's a follow-up. Sun making their way to the finally able to take down the turret as the entire enemy team minus Ornn himself making their way up there. Olaf, not afraid, goes in, takes the stun, point stun, pops goes, takes the stun. Sona there, pops over, goes for Sona, easy kill, issue champ. Twitch putting in as much work as they can, 5 follow the 2 minutes, pops the hit, Sona follows, ults in, jumps out. Sejuani can't quite escape the auto hits from the Ari. Jump on 3, popping in with a Q, followed up by the ult on 2. Tristana cannot. Now rotating over to the second rift arrow in 15 seconds in. Should be easy, clear, and drop in. Ornn still bottling, trying to clear that out, get it to the tower.
And Ornn might get that tower, but at least Cougar was able to secure that rift.
Easily secured by the buff. Ornn does secure the bot lane tower. Nice set of free farm. Cougar Esports now rotating towards mid. John Comtree in possession of the Herald. Takes 1 hit by accident. Hitting the tower, saving it. Yes, looks like saving the Rift Tower. Use that powered recall when they get the chance. Get some items, get back in the game. Smacking down Sejuani looking to get whatever she can to try and keep back up. Currently Sejuani with 107 farm over Vi, 3-1-1.
And it looks like they're doing everything that they can to keep warding. It looks like Cougars have a lot of the river warded. They have the pits, but they are losing their vision very quickly. Are on top with Blue having no vision at
Early
all.
smite there, not quite sure who. Doesn't matter. John Palmtree picking up those krugs. My god, that frog jumped far.
And
There's
now
the
the
rift drop bot lane. 3 in favor of Cougar Esports bot lane to the 1 from the set 1. The rest of the team trying to follow it. There's the smash. Going with the damage on the turret. Hydra tanking 1 shot from the turret, putting in work. Looks like they're prepping that with vision now.
They were not able to get the tower as they were able to see that most of them were coming down to collapse on them. They're going to try and recall, reset, buy any items with the gold that they do have to try and prepare for that dragon.
That's right. Speaking of gold, nearing the 17-minute mark, it is 10-6 in favor of Cougar Esports. Dragons over the Riverhawks. Gold advantage though, 29.1 to 26.5 in favor of Cougar Esports.
So now de-warding anything in the dragon's head. The only vision that they have on this dragon.
Vision denied and cleared for the Riverhawks.
Cougar has no vision on what's going on their side.
Close to them there, close to Ari as well on the top side of the screen there. They are pumped up, hiding in the bush, but they know. Cougar Esports knows where they're at. Olaf not carrying, Vine not carrying. Looks like both teams are playing pretty safe. Both teams also looking for a pick before clearing out the wards. Dragon engaged for free poke down on the Olaf. There's the knock up there. Went down on the Twitch doing their best. Fighting by takes him out. But Julie's still able to maintain that ultimate the entire time fighting. Olaf right close dead. Yes, Center there to try and save the day. Olaf putting in the work. Final kill there for Julie on Sejuani. It is now a 3v2. Just the bot lane remain for Riverhawks. Looking for the follow-up, they can't find them. Bot lane moving up, they might catch Olaf out here. Securing the farm.
And getting healing off of
Backs off
the
as they prep for the
Raptors.
dragon. Starting the dragon. Confident that they can secure the Riverhawks time. Vi on their life. Vi has smart ready. Let's see how it goes. There's a few damage. They're looking really smart, but the enemy team Riverhawks nowhere to be found. It's 1 dragon to Cougar, 2 dragons to Riverhawks.
Now their goal here is to try and force out the lanes with this advantage and apply the pressure. It looks like that Cougar has a huge advantage on this already. If they can continue forth and continue with this aggressive, they might win this and move to the 3rd game.
Sejuani finally completing the general end with that last smite. Vi still 1 away. Both teams just trying to do the best with their out lanes, not give away any free turret damage, and looking for those picks to come. Warding is top priority. Both supports and junglers.
And it looks like Orange is playing Baron, indicating for their team to prep and fight for it. Again, as you see, there's not much vision from Riverhawks. And it looks like Sejuani and Susana are trying to collapse on this Olaf. Olaf is going in. He's able to hold down.
Olaf doesn't really want to take the damage, doesn't care.
Is Ari...
Sona with the follow-up. There's the kill, there's the snipe. John Palmtree finishing off the suffering, followed up by Shadow killing out. John Palmtree, both teams disengaging. Kaisa looking for a pick. Sona, Twitch,
Not knowing Ornn is right behind her on her tail.
Ornn ready to engage. Doesn't
And
afraid of
flashing over.
anything.
Kaisa flashing over the wall in fear of the collapse from the enemy team.
Turning back, looking to D-board to secure. Are following with the recall. The rest of the Hawks still looking for the pick. Missed the long shot. Rotating mid, they pick up the flower. no longer near death's door.
Neither jungle or ARC up right now. Sejuani has just revived. Vi has just revived. Looks like they are rotating it down instead of going towards Baron. It looks like they're going to let it sit for a little longer.
Vi looking for her farm onto the blue buff before possible team rotation. Sejuani asking for assistance. Both teams around the Baron Pit. Baron Pit having been warded up by both teams in different areas. Again, both teams still looking for that pick. Try to determine the buff. Or looking for knockups. Can't seem to be able to get one. Kaisa missing a very long shot. By a little bit of poke coming up from both teams.
They're waiting for Olaf to come from behind.
Gets a 3-man knockup. What a hit. Kills Swain. Knocks up Vi. Vi follows up with another quick death. So he can't do much against that Tristana. That kept him on. He has no practice again. Riverhawks now focusing everything they have on Baron. Get Baron secured and everything. Nice little shot. Engage. Twitch looking for the pick. Gets it onto nice with the follow-up fight. So it can go either way. Twitch following up more damage. Pops the stacks. Baron taking all that damage, smited, secured. Bot lane hitting. Looks like Ornn's headed back to the bot lane. Doesn't want to give out that free push the red buff up. Afraid to also lose that. Ari in the bot lane gets that free farm. Securing the Scuttle Olaf. In fact, yes, truly going for those wards that didn't come through.
Looks like we have both junglers trying to clear out as much camp as they can, continue to get gold. Most of the other champs are just farming, trying to finish their items and anything that they have. We have a lot of de-warding happening, and it looks like a fight's happening on the blue side enemy.
Dragon inevitably about to come back up. Olaf going forward with the folks. It's only going back here. Stun gets their knockup, don't do damage. Somebody gets stunned. Somebody gets too caught up by that. Twitch, double kill for Swain. One death, Zygon, Lysa, falling for Kuru's was ace. Looks like they're going to follow up with a nice clean dragon.
Looks like a free dragon for Cougars. Olaf is going to push that mid tower, try and get that down, giving them another tower.
Been destroyed. Red team has slain the dragon.
That's right, red team has slain the dragon.
All of it.
Olaf clearing all the wards around the Baron, rotating back towards mid. Every team doing the same.
Riverhawk is all completely up now, getting back into lane. It looks like they are gathering around mid to pick out this Olaf.
Palmtree rotating back down towards through the mid, trying to catch up on the farm. They're still behind the farm.
Not much is happening as they can't see much. As for Cougars, they can't see anything past river other than behind the dragon pit. And as for Riverhawk, they are just as, they're even more blind. They can't even see anything River. All they see at this time is Ari. So they have no idea where Cougar is.
Speaking of vision, I just want to take a second to point out how great Check Yes Julie is doing on that vision. That's a 40 vision score, 26-minute game. Up 31 to that Twitch. Impressive.
Very.
As John Palmtree now in warning. A lot of pings out towards all the wards around the Baron pit from both teams. Nobody wants to go to the best control of that. Get those picks, get the collapses, get the team fights. Olaf still bombing.
Looks like Sejuani and Tristana are going to follow up on the Sona and Twitch, maybe calling out for the Olaf. But they don't realize, because they don't have vision in the river, that Swain, Vi, and Kaisa are planning on rotating down.
Olaf pushing up, unaware, 4 men right there. But Vi quickly discovering what the entire team is. There's the Sona jumping out, can't quite escape. Olaf taking out top gap.
Sona all just refused.
Sona not able to keep his way, gets the charm, they land the stun. And down goes Twitch, double kill for Swain. Olaf still putting in the work. Gets another kill. That's still top lane.
Recalling to try and stop the bot pushing all the way over.
That's 2 towers from the bot lane, tier 2 bot gone as they push the inhib. Olaf leading the charge. Orn finally showing up. This is Olaf looking here. They go for the Orn. There's the charm. Charms through the ult. Is he able to get it? There's the knockout. Misses. Takes the death. Ace in favor of Cougar Esports. Bot tower in favor of Cougar Esports. Followed up by the first inhib bot tower as well. They move now on to the next turn.
Tristana up in 2 seconds, followed by Sona, then Twitch. They're going to continue pushing.
Down, up the bot lane and mid lane.
Swain's grabbing.
Swain ready to take on the world. Just above half damage. Takes the bomb, takes it to the team. They don't care. Doesn't hurt. Alright, they've got what they wanted. The retreating dragon getting ready to come up. Baron even closer. Vi prepping it, getting ready to as Riverhawks push back out. Twitch looking for somebody in the jungle, backs out after getting a ward. Might have another fight on our hands.
This could be dangerous. They just won that last fight as a group, and neither of them have recall to collect their reward.
Coming up from behind, goes for the sun, and Sun really trying to keep him alive. Gets the third hit, goes in, there's the flash out, it's the Sonic for the save. Twitch doing their best to survive, the one doing their best to stun, snare, blow. Olaf still going in, still tanking, finally down by Tristana. They follow up after Vi, healing over the wall through Baron. Dragon didn't get away. Baron now up. Dragon now up.
And they had to give them the dragon again, as that fight was not in their favor. They had it. They had a lot of potential, but I feel like there was too many targets that each of them were focusing instead of just the one.